Today on Commander Replay, we jump into some Guilds of Ravnica Sealed. Do I even know how to play 1 vs 1 Magic? Find out next on Commander Replay. Alright guys, I want to give a special shout out to my Patreons. We have Andrew Damiani, Andrew Gordon, Andrew Seeley, and Andrew White. In addition to these awesome people you see on screen, you guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which deck I play next, check out my Patreon at the link below. Welcome back everyone, doing some early morning Sealed. Gonna try out some Guilds of Ravnica. This is my very first time playing through Guilds of Ravnica Limited. Yeah, I think I'll choose the Boros pack, cause, you know, me. 1 Boros pack, please. Alright. Sealed on Magic Online is a little bit weird because all the cards open at once. When you're at the store actually opening packs, you see them slowly one at a time. So it does take a little bit of getting used to just getting everything dropped on you all at once. We got 3 Boros Guild Gates. That's solid. What else we got? Gateway Plaza. I know so few of the cards in this set. Basically, I've looked at like the Boros cards and the Legends, and don't have a great feel for what else is in the set. Response Resurgence. That's going to be a good card to have. Silent Dart. That's some overpriced removal, but removal always very good, especially colorless removal in Sealed. Definitely going to want some of that. We'll figure out how much ramp we want to run. So, like I said, this is my first time playing through Ravnica Sealed. I don't know the format particularly well. However, my general plan for Sealed is usually something along the lines of, like, wall up and go big. And that generally works out pretty well. At least until you really figure out a format, and then know what you really want to be doing. That's a Tajik. Alright, so the next thing we should do is sort by rarity. Let's figure out what our rares are. We've Venerated Lexanon. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good, I think. So let's add that to the deck. Tajik, definitely going to be worth adding. Swiftblade Vindicator, probably. It's probably good enough, especially if we can get enough Mentor going. Response Resurgence, definitely want that. Bounty of Might. If we end up in green for some reason, that could potentially be good. I don't know that that'll happen. Bounty Agent, yeah, it seems good enough. I mean, 2 mana 2/2 with upside, I'll take it. And Vigilance, yeah, that seems solid. So I guess because we're in the Boros pack, and all of our rares are mostly on color, I'm not even really going to bother with the blue and the black section. We have a lot of all creatures get -1/-1. That's something. Although, alright, we got some cool red stuff too. See what's over here. That thing looks solid. 6 mana 5/5 Vigilance. Does some damage to defending creatures. Ooh, we have 2 of those. Double Strike as long as you control a gate. Well, we have 3 gates, so pretty good likelihood. True Fire Captain. Yeah, that seems good. Luminous Bonds, yeah, that actually seems like really good removal. So, Candlelight Vigil, 3/2 and Vigilance. I'll give it a shot. We're up to 24 cards in the deck already, so we're definitely going to start doing some cutting. Haven't even gotten to the red stuff yet. Flying Vigilance Mentor, that seems very good. It's a Convoke 6 mana 3/4. It's not. Alright, so let's see what we got in red. We got Command the Storm, 5 damage target creature. That's also pretty good removal. Got 2 of those. Rubble Belt Boar. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. We'll try it. I don't know that we need 3 of them. We'll start with 2. Cosmotronic Wave deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Creatures your opponents control can't block this turn. Actually seems like a really good idea. Direct Current, I like that. That's reusable removal. Never known you can need that. Goblin Crater Maker, most definitely. What's this thing do? 4/3 Defender. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Actually, that seems pretty good. Alright, we've got 35 cards, so we need to cut probably 11 of them. We'll add Boros Locket. I don't know that we need to go crazy with the mana ramp. So, we've got 36 cards. We'll add the lands in a second. We have some pretty good removal with 2 Command the Storms, and that white enchantment that takes things right out. Response Resurgence is removal if we need it, though I'd probably prefer to use the Resurgence half of the card, if possible, but I don't know how much removal actually exists in this format. Yeah, I'm thinking the Marshal doesn't seem like it's going to be that great, just because there's going to be a lot of creatures. Opponents are probably going to have blockers, so, I mean, it's probably just going to die, most likely, before it even gets to make a token, so we'll cut that. The Healer's Hawk, I think, will be really solid with Mentor. Like I said, you get that up to a 2/1, or even a 3/1, then, you know, that's going to win you some life races. But opponents will basically have to use removal on it, and that's good. A couple other things we want to think about. We want to think about how many, like, double red or double white mana costs we have. It doesn't look like we have too many, actually, so We have 1 double red and direct current. We have True Fire Captain. That one's going to be tricky to cast. It'd be probably fairly unlikely to actually cast that on turn 4. Just something we'll have to think about. And looks like the Luxodon are the only double casting costs. That's got a hybrid. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. So another thing to be careful of in Limited in general is the amount of mana fixing that's available. Like the original Innistrad draft format has terrible mana fixing. And a lot of games come down to who gets mana screwed, who gets color screwed. Once that stuff happens, it's very hard to win a game. Although I guess with 3 guild gates, 3 guild gates is pretty solid. So that shouldn't be too bad. We should have pretty good access to all of our mana. We have 16 creatures. That's about right. So we probably need to cut from the non-creature section of the deck. I guess go down 1 Righteous Blow. In draft, I will run 16 lands as opposed to 17 quite often, especially if I'm doing something low to the ground and aggressive. This deck, kind of a mid-range deck more than anything, so still probably need to get rid of one more card. I guess Fresh Face Recruit. All right, so down to 23 cards. Excellent. Drop in our guild gates. Yeah, we'll go with an even split. We'll go 7 and 7. All right, we've got our lands. Let's go fire up some games. All right, here we are. Game 1. Guilds of Ravnica sealed. Boros pack. Yeah, this hand's keepable. Not the fastest hand I've ever seen, but... Oh, looks like opponent's also on Boros. We might be making some changes to the sideboard. So we draw a mountain. What do we have? We have double red right there, so we'll start with the mountain. Fresh Face Recruit coming down for our opponent. There's a Righteous Blow. So we'll play that. We don't have any other plays that we can make. We'll sit on the Righteous Blow and see if we can get our opponent to overcommit with something. So opponent's going to swing in. We'll use the Righteous Blow right here. We could save it, but we have a bunch of things to do with like 3, 4, and 5 mana already, so I don't actually know when we'll be able to get it down. Yeah, I think the Fresh Face Recruit's probably a little bit better than the Skyline. Skyline is kind of a mana sink late in the game, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Also, we've got a blocker for it, so that's good. Play this thing. I'm going to go with the 4-3 right here. Yep, here comes the Rubble Belt Boar. So it's a 4-1 coming in. Do we block it? We're going to take that because they're still going to have that 3-3 after, and that 3-3 is going to have a tough time dealing with the 4-3, so I like that. There's a Venerated Luxodon, so that's good news. Play a Plains. Play the Rock Charger right here. One thing, so I'm going to tap my lands like this just to make opponent think that we might have another Righteous Blow in hand. I'm going to swing with the Rubble Belt Boar. What can we get blown out by? Could have the +2/+2. Let's see if they have it or if they want to make a trade. We're at 16. Nah. I'll go no blocks. There's a True Fire Captain. That's what I'm talking about. So, play the Plains. We're going to swing with the Flyer. See if opponent wants to do anything about it. So, in for 1. Opponent's down to 19. Go with the True Fire Captain right here. So, opponent's probably going to have to use some removal at this point because... If we give the True Fire Captain and with the Rock Charger both flying, that's seems like pretty big game. There's a Swath Cutter Giant. So coming in with the 3-3, do we trade right here? I think that we do. So let's trade that. Get rid of the 3-3. There's Plains. Play the Plains. Do have to be careful that we don't get killed by like direct damage or a big pump spell or something like that. Again, I don't know everything in the format super well, so I don't know exactly what could be coming down, but I'm thinking Candlelight Vigil on the True Fire Captain is where we want to be. It's going to be a huge target for removal if it gets blown away, if it gets blown up. But so it's a 7-5 with Vigilance. Let's go to combat. Do some attacking. So Mentor is going to trigger, and the Rock Charger is going to give the True Fire Captain flying. Boom, big hit on our opponent. They're down to 10. So they're going to need some removal on the on either of our cards. True Fire Captain's tricky too because once their life total is low enough, they can't really like attack in anymore. Oh, they're just gonna go for it. Do 1 damage to each of our creatures. That's actually gonna do 1 damage to True Fire Captain, which will fire back on the. Opponent's gonna make it flying. So we got 7 coming in. Ooh. So True Fire is gonna trigger. It's gonna do a 1 to our opponents. If we block, they will take 5 and go to 4. And then 2-turn clock with the Rock Charger. Yeah, that seems good. So they trade. That's going to do 5 damage to our opponent. They go all the way down to 4. True Fire Captain seems pretty good. Logic Bodyguard, not nearly as concerning as the Swath Cutter Giant. There's a Healer's Hawk. Swing with the Rock Charger. Opponent is down to 2. Go for the Garrison Sergeant and the Healer's Hawk right here, since we don't really have anything. Can't get a ton of value just yet out of the Luxodon. I'm thinking maybe the Luxodon's not the best in this deck. So we are in a very good position. Opponent scoops it up. Nice. Go to the sideboard. So I think the Luxodon's going to come out. It feels very slow, especially since we're not really playing tokens. Opponent was using Rubble Belt Boars. Direct Current seems okay. They did have some low drops. Righteous Blow actually seems pretty solid. So bring that back in. Do we want that second Swath Cutter Giant? Nah, one's against this deck, one's probably fine. So in this matchup, I'm thinking that we are the control deck and not the beatdown. Slow hand, but it's got lands, so I'm going to keep it. Ooh, opponent mulligans to 6. Yeah, so now we just want to try to get busy with the removal. Because opponent mulliganed and we're on the draw, I mean, we can just try to sit here and go 1-for-1 with trades all day, and eventually they'll run out of cards. Fresh Face Recruit coming down. We draw our 4-3 thingy again. No plays for turn 2. We will pass the turn. Opponent's coming in for 2. No blocks from us. Down to 18. And there's an Ornery Goblin. Blocks or becomes blocked. Deals 1 damage to that creature. Interesting. Those cards are... So cards like this, because there's a card like that in Innistrad. It's actually kind of underrated because it kills X3s, which are... Piston Fist Cyclops is an X3. So, yeah. Let's play a plains right here. Play the Piston Fist Cyclops. And pass the turn. Ooh, gonna convoke down a Venerated Luxodon. That seems like pretty big game. Also is gonna make this Cosmotronic Wave so much less good. Play a plains. So I think we're probably... Hope they don't have more Swath Cutter Giants. If they do, we might be in... Well, I guess we still have this thing. So, yeah, right here it's going to be the Luminous Bonds. Take the Venerated Luxodon out of combat. Opponent doesn't have any white mana, it doesn't look like. How did they cast that thing? Oh, right, creature colors. I think we'll trade right here. Basically just trying to slow our opponents down. So 1 damage from the Goblin. They trade, we take 3. Back to our turn. There's a Rock Charger, play land. We do have a gate down, so Garrison Sergeant seems pretty good. There's a Rubble Belt. Ooh, it's going to be some damage. So Rubble Belt Boar on the Fresh Face Recruit. That's the line of play I was actually a little bit worried about. If you're pumping up your first strikers, it becomes really hard to block. Yeah, we're just going to take the 5 on that. Simply because we have this Rock Charger again. And flying with double strike seems like pretty good. Ooh. Response and Resurgence A. Basically, we just need to not die this turn. Play a plains. Let's get the Rock Charger down. So we'll be able to tell if our opponent has something right here. If they send the Rubble Belt Boar in, that means that they have some kind of trickery in their hand. If they don't, and they only send the Fresh Face Recruit, that means that they don't, and that they're just trying to get some damage in or trade. Oh, hey, there's no blocks. All right, this is going to hurt a little bit. We got 6 coming in. That'll put us down to 4. I'm planning to hit our opponent for 14 this turn, which means we basically just need to survive. They are tapped out this turn. As much as I really want to use the Resurgence half of this card, like I said, that would do 14 damage. I think we need to slow our opponents down. So shoot the first striker. Yeah, now that attack feels so much less deadly. 3 damage coming in. We go down to 7. There's the plains. Play the plains. Swing with both. Rock Charger is going to give the Garrison Sergeant flying. Opponent takes 7, goes down to 13, and we'll pass the turn like that. And just hold up this Command the Storm and shoot anything that may be threatening. So one thing about draft formats is that usually this 5-mana red spell, but it's always a sorcery, which is just painful. Like, really? You're going to make me do 5 damage to a creature for 5 mana at sorcery speed? So I love the fact that this thing is an instant. Opponent's coming in for 3. We will... I'm going to see if they're going to... Since they've only red, it could be burn spells. Direct Current could be kind of an issue. Yeah, shoot it down. Like I said, we're just trying to buy time against our opponent right now. They have yet to deal with our board state at all, so... Oh, they pass without doing anything. That's where we were trying to get to. Here's a true fire captain. Yes, please. Swing with both. Flying on the garrison sergeant. 7 more for our opponent, down to 6, and let's lay down the true fire captain. So true fire captain's going to make it really hard for our opponents to attack in. They basically just need to kill it without doing damage to it, or use something like luminous bonds. So assumingly opponent has all white cards in their hand, and they scoop it up. Nice. So that's what I was talking about with the with color screw in limited. You do want to make sure you have some kind of color fixing. Luckily for us, we have those 3 gates. Let's go find another game. I'm actually going to make one edit between rounds. I think the Venerated Luxodon is going to be a little bit too slow for us. I think I'm going to bring in the Fresh Face Recruit. Give us just a little more early game presence. Kind of chip away life totals instead of... In that game, we were kind of sitting back and then waiting to go with the hit with the big boys. The Garrison Sergeant with Flying and Swath Cutter, etc. True Fire Captain. So we'll save like that, and now we'll go find a game. We'll keep his hand. Looks pretty fast. We will want to catch a 3rd land at some point. So that's something we'll want to watch out for. A blue mana from our opponent. Dimir, or is it, probably. There's our 3rd land. That's good. So play the Plains, play the Healer's Hawk, and pass turn. So it looks like opponent's on Dimir. Got a 1/1 Flying Menace. When you surveil, put a counter on it. Yeah. Bet they'll do some surveilling. See if they're interested in blocking the Healer's Hawk. Yes, they are. All right. So trade the Healer's Hawk. Play the Swiftblade Vindicator. There's a 2/3. So I'm thinking this turn play the Wojcik Bodyguard and then fire down the Tajik on the following turn. That way we can get double Mentor on the Swiftblade Vindicator. That seems like a pretty good game. I guess the other thing, too, we could do, we could sacrifice the Goblin Crater Maker to do 2 damage to the thinger. Oh, going to follow it up with another one. As long as you've surveilled this turn, has a Death Touch, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That seems pretty good. The other thing that seems pretty good is putting this thing on the Swiftblade Vindicator. That also seems like a pretty good game. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's just go full swing right here. Actually, no. Leave this back because if they surveil for some reason, they might be drawing a lot of cards, and that's a little bit scary. Although, on the other hand, so we're gonna, so if they don't block, we do 8, and then they like have to deal with that thing. Plus 3 is 11. Yeah, I think we'll just go with that for now. Actually, we had Vigilance. Oh, never mind. Yeah, probably should have sent the other guy in too. No action from our opponent. Always scary. Do we go Tajik or do we go Crater Maker? Let's go Tajik to just turn the gas on. We're not going to get any Mentors, actually, though. I think I like Crater Maker right here because it's going to be really annoying for our opponent. Swing with these 2. Opponent's going to double block. Yeah, if they don't have anything, I'm fine with... Opponent goes down to... So we trade up creatures. Opponent goes down to 4. Nice. We are in a good place. Goblin Crater Maker hits only creatures, so can't burn our... Oop, opponent scoops it up. Nice. So they got some X3s. X3s are a thing to think about. Means maybe bring in a Rubble Belt Boar. So in this matchup, I think we want to be the aggressor. They did have that 1 flyer, so I think we leave a Righteous Blow. I think I'm going to get rid of the Locket, actually, and put another... Yeah, get rid of the Locket. In this match, I think we want to be really aggressive. Opponent didn't seem to have any removal that game. I'm actually going to add in the Maniacal Rage. Actually, no. Yeah, we have the 2 Rubble Belts. That seems good. We have that enchantment. Seems good to throw in the Vindicator. Also, put things on the Healer's Hawk. Yeah, I like this. Let's go. All right, so we got Healer's Hawk. We have a Gate with the Sergeant, and we've got a Swath Cutter Giant. So it's slow for the most part, but we'll keep. We got lands. We got things to do. Also, our opponents probably aren't particularly fast. There's another Goblin Crater Maker, so this hand just got a bit quicker. Play land. Play the Healer's Hawk. And pass turn. Play land. Get in with the Healer's Hawk. Opponent goes down 1. We go up 1. Oh, crap. I just have 6 the turn. I just passed the turn. Oh, my God. Yeah, that was bad. So opponent on Grixis, actually. We have command. Okay, so this is a good turn for the Guild Gate. Play the Crater Maker. Should have done all that after combat, actually. As a primarily Commander player, in Commander, you're usually casting things before combat. Because there's a lot of, like, pump your stuff up, Crater Hoof Behemoth kind of things. And in most other formats, it's usually attack first, then play things in your second main phase. Oop, opponent's going to flash down this 3/2 Whisper Agent. When it enters the battlefield, they may surveil. There's a Child of Night. Cool new art. Ooh, opponent's going to attack. Yeah, I think we can just take that. With that Healer's Hawk, we can win a life race pretty easily. Probably going to use this Crater Maker on the Child of Night more than I want to use it on anything. Or unless another target comes up, which it may. Although we also have the Swath Cutter Giant. We're still a few turns away from that, though. Play a Mountain. I don't like the fact that we don't really have a follow-up play right here, so I'm just going to go with the Healer's Hawk and stay back with the Crater Maker. And pass turn. Opponent's down to 17. We're at 20. They attack with both? Just a Child of Night. Okay, in that case, I think block the Child of Night, shoot the Whisper Agent. So Whisper Agent goes down. Opponent gains no life because the creature was sacrificed. They're going to follow up with a Darkblade Agent. Okay, we draw a land, play the land, do more attacking. Just keep getting there with this Healer's Hawk. Then we'll lay down this Garrison Sergeant. We do have a gate, so we'll have double strike. And pass turn. There's the 1/1 Flying Menace. Man. Yeah, I think we're going to wait for the Swath Cutter Giant, because as long as they don't surveil between now and then. So, ooh, hey. That seems really good right here. That's going to kill 2 of their creatures and make that thing not block. Yeah. Cosmotronic Wave, baby. Let's go. So they're losing 2 creatures, can't block, in with the damage. Opponent goes down to 9, we're at 22. And they scoop it up. That's the match. Nice. Off to a good start with the Boros. Things will probably start to get tougher here as we start facing better and better opponents in the league. His hand looks reasonable. We'll keep. Got some black mana from our opponent. We'll see what they're up to. No. They don't have a creature out. They're not. I don't think they're going to have anything with haste. So go with the Guildgate right here. Burglar Rat. Each opponent discards a card. Bummer. Well, definitely going to be one of the lands. We have plenty of lands. Could use more red land. Yep, there's a red land. Now we're starting to get a little bit on the borderline of flooded, though. That's not great. Play the red. Do we go Crater Maker or Bounty Agent? Thinking Crater Maker. Does more annoying stuff. This looks like opponents on Golgari. Oh, there's a Deadweight. Yeah, that'd be a reason to go with the Bounty Agent first. All right, Deadweight's in this format. Need to be careful of that. Opponent going to get aggro with the 1/1, and we go down to 19. Swarm Guildmage. 2/2, pay a bunch, creatures get +1/+0, and Menace. That's pretty good. And they can gain some life if they need to. So I guess Bounty Agent, leave up Righteous Blow. Ooh, a 1/1 with Death Touch and Lure. That seems pretty good. We may need... That's probably a good Righteous Blow target. Ooh, another land. All right, play the land. We're just going to sit put. Opponent's going to attack with the Assassin. We are definitely going to shoot that. Brings it back to our turn. There's a Healer's Hawk. Play the Healer's Hawk. I think I'm actually going to get aggro with the Bounty Agent right here. If they want to trade it, they can. Uh-oh. Oh, opponent's going to gain some life with it. Sure. So trade those. Yeah, kind of regretting that play. I don't think that was... I think I probably should have just stayed back, honestly. In with the 1/1. Yeah, we'll just take that. Force opponent to have to remove our Healer's Hawk at some point. Oh, that's an Underrealm Lich. Ooh. Yeah. There's a card. All right. 4 life to make it indestructible. Ugh. In with the Healer's Hawk. Opponent's at 22. This is going to be an uphill battle for us. I'm just going to take the hit right here. Oh, hey, it's that thing that kills flyers. This one might be over for us. Oh, yeah, another land. Definitely over. All right, we're going to scoop right there. Take our chances in the next game. All right, so we are on the play this game. Ooh, that's awkward. 2 double... Yeah, get a mulligan that one. Yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. The Candlelight Vigil, if we put that on the Hawk, will force them to have to use removal on it. So let's keep there. Land on top. Yeah. I'm going to put the land at the bottom. So we go Plains, Healer's Hawk. Pass turn. Yep, drew another land. Glad we put the other land to the bottom. Play the Guildgate. Go to combat. Opponent down for 1. We go up 1. Ugh, Burglar Rat. That's not great. Discard the Plains. That Burglar Rat, man. That thing hurts. There's a Rock Charger. Seems okay. Let's get the Bodyguard down. In with the Healer's Hawk. When it dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay, yeah, it seems pretty good as a 3/2. Not a land. Bummer. All right, so if we do that, then the Rat becomes a 2/2. I don't really want to do that, especially we have this Rock Charger, so let's just go with the Healer's Hawk this turn. Play the Rock Charger. Pass the turn. Oh, they're going to put a Deadweight on the Healer's Hawk. Bummer. Land off the top would still be good. We're just going to take the 3 from the Spinal Centipede. Down to 20. Ocaran Assassin. Ooh, that thing. Well, we're probably just going to go aggro so that we don't have to block. Although that thing gives vigilance. Play the land. All right, think about this for a second. We're going to go Plains, Healer's Hawk. Play the Guildgate. Go to combat. Opponent down for 1. We go up 1. Ugh, Burglar Rat. That's not great. Discard the Plains. As much as I really want to play that, it's really bad with this thing down. Opponent's got 5 power on board versus our 4 power. Our life total's a little bit higher. We'll actually get the 5 power. Okay. So we're still in a life race situation. I think right now, just swing with both. So Rock Charger and Mentor will trigger. Opponent goes down to 12. And they're just going to go aggro. Yep. Get down to the life race. Ooh. Plains. Makes us one turn closer to the Swath Cutter Giant. But still not the best. If we attack in this turn, we'll get in for 6. Ooh, if we put the Candlelight Vigil down this turn, we should hit for 9. This will die. That'll put opponent to 3, and then this will be 3 after the Mentor, so I think I like that. Let's go. Flying and Mentor. Trigger. Opponent goes down to 3. Nice. And they're going to flash out a Whisper Agent. Sure. Opponent needs removal. They are going to send everything. Looks like we have to block the Assassin. Oh, nice! The Bodyguard can't block! Oh, that's awesome. That's even better. I forgot that it needs another creature to block. So we win that one. Go to sideboarding, and then we'll bring it to game 3. So I'm going to actually cut a Swath Cutter Giant because opponent keeps playing that rat, making us discard, which means it's going to be hard to get to 6 lands. Let's play that thing. Again, haven't really seen a lot of removal. I've only seen that dead weight from our opponent, which makes me think maybe the Maniacal Rage. This looks solid. Let's go with this. That's not a great opening hand. Let's mulligan that. Not significantly better, but it does have lands, so we'll keep there. Do we want a 5th land? I don't think that we do. All right, there's a card. Play the Guildgate. Pass turn. Guildmage coming down for our opponent. There's a Righteous Blow. I'm definitely going to take the first hit with this Swarm Guildmage. I want to save this Righteous Blow for the Assassin. That Assassin has a lot of potential to do bad things for us. So take 2. Also, we do have some lifelink. There's a Death Toucher. Those are always annoying. Another land. Land's not great. Maybe we need to use the Righteous Blow this turn. Probably on the Death Toucher. Hope we don't get punished. Oh, do we? So next turn we're going to play a creature, and they'll probably keep swinging with the Death Toucher. Let's take. We're going to go on the slow route. Down to 15. Kral Harpooner coming down. Luckily, that misses our flyers. No other planes. Rough. I think I'm going to go with the bird this turn because of the vigilance. Next turn, we're... oh, there's a dead weight on the bird. Well, we do have the True Fire Captain, but we're going to take a hit right here. Guildgate, play an untap land. Get the True Fire Captain down. No attacks. All right, opponent's going to go with the 3-2 and the Death Toucher. I mean, honestly, the Death Toucher is annoying, but that'll get... We have other ways to deal with that. I think we shoot the 3-2 right here. So we'll take 1. Ooh, another Guildgate. If we play the Resurgence, we'll be able to mentor the bird back up to 2 power, which seems okay. And addition, if opponent... let's assume they block the ground creature. We would get 4 damage in plus 2 more is 6. So at least 6 damage. And then 2 more from the bird is 8 damage. Possibly as high as... 10 damage if they don't block? It seems pretty good, although they have 5 cards in hand, which is a little scary. So I guess maybe we don't do that just yet. Try to chip them down just a little bit more first. So attack with both. Mentor on the bird. It's actually a human knight, not a bird. Seems like it should be a bird. So we get in for 5. It's not bad. Play the Guildgate. Pass the turn. Opponent's going to gain some life with the Guildmage. Yeah, it's pretty good when you're in a life race. Coming in with the Guildmage. Yeah, we're just going to take that. Life total's getting low. We could use a big creature right here. Swath Cutter Giant would be pretty sweet. Not a Swath Cutter Giant. Oh, and now we got the Death Toucher. I was worried about the Death Toucher. Although this gives first strike. So potentially 8 damage from the True Fire Captain. 2, then 3 from the... That's a lot of damage. Opponent's still kind of stuck. Hasn't been doing much. Hope there's not like a removal spell. I think we do it. We don't have... Our other options aren't great. Plus, we could draw something like Direct Current. Direct Current would be super sweet right now. So let's go for Resurgence. Hope we don't get blown out by something. It's going to Mentor. Swing with both. See if opponent wants to block. Opponent goes down to 11. And we'll attack again. So Mentor again. This time they're going to block with the Death Toucher. So that'll get rid of the Death Toucher. That'll be nice. So that goes down. Opponent goes to 8. I'm actually going to save all these lands just in case we draw a Direct Current. Burn our way out of this one. Opponent catches another land. Hopefully that's not the thing they were waiting on. Still sitting on 5 cards in hand. That's a lot. They haven't been doing that much this game. Enters the battlefield. +1/+1 counters equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. That is currently 2. There's a Swath Cutter Giant. Ooh, we've been waiting a long time for that. Do we swing with both? Yes, we do, because... Yeah, let's swing with both right here. So Mentor is going to trigger. So if opponent doesn't block, it's lethal. Obviously, they're going to have to block. But because they're blocking the True Fire Captain, they're still going to take some damage in the process. So that's... Ooh, opponent has that Menace thing going on. Necrotic, what is that? Target creatures -X/-X with number of creature cards in your graveyard, which is 2. Doesn't kill anything, but that does... Oh, it's going to be close now. Oh, and they did it in response to the Mentor trigger. So opponent's going to survive at what? 1? Yep, surviving at 1. Play a land, play the Swath Cutter Giant, and hope that they can menace the creatures. Hopefully they don't see it. Oh no, if they menace the creatures, then we survive at 1. Whew. What is this? Creatures you control gain Death Touch, and don't say menace. Ooh, they fight. Anything with Death Touch? Oh, this is gonna be bad. Gonna be bad. So we lose our flyer. It's not great. We'll block the big one. Hope nothing cheesy happens. So we go down to 4. Ooh, we should have blocked the other one. There's a Righteous Blow. That'll take care of that thing. Oh, that was a punt. I didn't realize they... What does that card do? Creatures you control gain Death Touch until end of turn. Then target creature you control fights. Target creature you don't control. Oh, the Death Touch took it down. That's why. Okay. Yep. Righteous Blow on that thing. We need a creature. Tajik would be super sweet. Oh, maybe not Tajik anymore. Direct Current? Direct Current! Yes! Oh, man. Just in time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice. So we just 3-0'd the league. Wow. Really close at the end right there. So unbelievably close.